banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
11, 11. 11 MT. Hey, 11 mighty. 11 mighty. Stop.
And they go play action now. Burrow. He's going to air one out. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
And we knew that they'd try to attack the secondary, but I'm not sure that we thought they'd do it right on the first drive of the game. But here they saw an opportunity, seized it, and it's a big play right off the bat.
This is Pope. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's complete to Dobbs. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So, Charles, they wanted 7 on that opening drive. They didn't want to settle for a field goal.
Felt like a tone setter. That's what they were looking for, because A lot of teams, they'll march it downfield, and when they kick the field goal, it almost feels disappointing, doesn't it? You have a nice drive. I think this team decided, guess what? No matter what, we're going for the 6, try and put those points on the board and set them back on their heels.
But unfortunately, that mentality did not work out. Throwing to start the drive. Stanford. That swung out wide to Harris. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
On 1st and 10, Stanford, and Thomas has it. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Ready? Right. 18, 5 years.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
The Bengals drive about to get going. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First down, here's Burrow. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Bengals at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. On the move past the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
Well, it certainly appears that the big guys up front have taken charge of the line of scrimmage. 2 really nice plays back-to-back. But on the defensive side of the ball, there shouldn't be any despair. Okay, they've got us a couple of times here. Hanging.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Over the middle, complete. That's Jimenez. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Stanford able to find his man. It's Pickens. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Safe back at the 13-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the...
Scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Burrow on play action. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Pope. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Here's Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Parks. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards, the final tally.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
11-90.
They run it with Pope. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Thomas brings it in. And he'll be out right at the 35. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he'll go down at the 28. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. That's going to be caught. Arcega-Whiteside. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a real.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Myles Jack. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stanford. Thomas has got it. Complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on first down. Stanford. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Here we go.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. A final shot before break. Stanford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets. This ball game tied, Charles, so as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Stanford. Completes it to Austin. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part. Just powering them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now this will be a jet sweep. Here's Thomas with it. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Stanford. This is caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. George Pickens. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action with Burrow. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Alex Highsmith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
One of the league's best linebackers. He ended that play almost before it began, and the running back absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And you'd think on 3rd down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And that throw, wow, 72 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and we are tied at 14. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Throwing to start the drive. Stanford to the right side and complete to Thomas. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Harris running straight ahead, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Steps, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stanford. He finds Austin complete. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. You're the offensive coordinator.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
To throw on second down. Stanford. He finds his man, complete. It's Austin. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Third down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. Looking to throw. Stanford. He finds his man, complete. That's Austin. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 26. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
On the give, this is Harris. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
19 Charger, 19 Charger.
Off the play fake. Stanford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
They're 2 for 2 on third down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on third down. Off play action. Stanford. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over a couple of yards. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. The Bengals bring out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Back to throw. Stanford. He finds his man. Complete. That's Jimenez. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, Stanford. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
It's taken to the 26. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Burrow. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Burrow. He finds his man. Complete. It's Pope. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him